In this screencast, I want to talk about applying audio filters. And we're going to start looking at this by, in my Effects tab, up in the project window, I'm going to select Reverb, and I'm going to click and drag that onto the clip down below, let go. And you can see that shows up in the Effects Controls tab within the Source window. So here is my reverb. And if I play this, Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. You can hear that the reverb was in fact applied. But that's only to this first clip. Notice that if I continue playing, and everywhere that Mary went, the reverb's not applied. So I'd have to go through there and apply it to every clip if I want it to sound the same way. Notice that I have, if I twirl this down, it says custom setup, but I have to rearrange my windows in order to see this. So this is kind of awkward. That's custom setup, and then I have individual parameters. I can adjust these individually. So if I twirl these down, you'll see that these have individual sliders, and that's how I make my adjustments. So that's one way to apply audio filters, is to the individual clips. But there's an easier way, since you're going to probably lump most of your types of audio, your narration or voiceover into one track, your sound effects into one track, it probably is true that you're going to establish an effect throughout the whole track. And here's how to apply an effect to a track. When you go to your audio mixer, first of all, I'm going to turn off this reverb on the individual clip, and you can see we had a little, now it's dry because for demonstration purposes I want it to apply to the whole track. So let me go to the audio mixer, and if this is in audio 1, so if I twirl this down right here, it opens up this area, and if I hold this down, it gives me a whole list of different kind of filters. I'm going to go down and select reverb. And now I've applied this to the entire track. Let me play this. A little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And also notice it also applied it to this next clip. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. So that's kind of a nice feature. Now I have it applied to all my sound, all my voiceover within that track. Now, first thing to notice is down below here, I have these different parameters I can go through, and I can set this with this little dial here. So there's my size, and here's my density, and these were the ones that we saw before that had the sliders. But there's an easier way. If I right click on this, I get some presets here. So here is a medium room. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. Now, if you're setting this, one thing you might want to do is loop this, and how you can do that is in your sequence, hit I, I'm setting an in point, and O, I'm setting an out point, and notice this area is colored. If I come here and my loop is turned on, if I hit play, this playback will loop. Its fleece was white as snow. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. Mary had a little lamb. So I'm going to shut it off so you can hear me. But what you could do is make adjustments on the fly. So if I want to go through here, first thing I might want to do is check the presets if there's something I like. So here's a church sound. Its fleece was white as snow. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And I do sound a little more pious there, but let's check another one here. Here is a large hall. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And here is a studio. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. Okay, well, you can decide if one of the presets work, but if it doesn't work, what you can do is double click on this, and this opens the settings that we saw before. So when you play this, you can go through and make your adjustments on the fly and come up with the sounds you prefer. A little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. Well, I think that's enough of that. But anyway, you see the point. You have presets, and then you have custom controls, so you can set this exactly the way that you want your effects to work. And also realize that you have room here to stack effects. So here's a chorus, and I can put these on top of each other. Fleece was white as snow. And here's the chorus on its own. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And if I double click this again, these are the kind of settings I get for the chorus. So each one of these effects have their own individual presets and their own individual controls. So this is a great way to work with filters by applying them to the entire track instead of individual clips.